All right, so our next guest for tonight is a cancer thriver, grandmother, and wellness entrepreneur who's been exploring natural solutions for over 30 years. Amy Krysta brings so much real-life experience, wisdom, and heart to this conversation. She's recently launched her own wellness brand and is already seeing results from showing up with education and consistency. And we're so excited to have her here. So good evening, Amy. We have Amy with us. There we are. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing well tonight. Good evening, Coach Jody.
Yeah.
Thank you for Linda's story as well. That was really good.
Well, I agree with you there. Amy, we've loved watching your momentum build. Now, one of the reasons why I asked Amy to join us is, unlike Linda, who's actually been in the business for quite a while, has an established group, Amy is at the starting point and starting to grow. And I think Amy's got some neat things to share. So maybe can you share your niche and tagline with us and what led you to focus on that message?
Sure. So my niche is energy. So it's energy seekers. Mm-hmm. And my tagline is renewing one's energy after critical illness. And yeah, the reason I chose that was I've overcome a few of my own health issues in the past 10 years, herniated disc. I am a breast cancer thriver of 6 years. And through all of those journeys came mental fatigue and lacking energy. So after I did my own nutritional products, and I just really felt like I wanted to share with others that were going through similar challenges.
And actually, Jean is the one who connected me with Amy. Amy was feeling kind of a little disheartened and wasn't sure, do I go further? Do I dive in, double down and do this, or what do I do? And so we were able to talk and kind of help you get back on track. And I've been watching, Amy through this process, and this is not easy because, this is a business where a lot of it just lives in your own mind. But one of the things that you did is you recently hosted your first, you've done a few of them, but a live event at a wellness expo, I think would that be the way to say it? Or it was like a vendor show, trade show? I can't remember quite what the name of it was, but
yeah, kind of like a vendor market show. Yes.
Right, yeah. Right. And it wasn't just wellness necessarily either, was it? It was rocks, it was jewelry, it was
people were selling their wares of all different kinds, sorts of things. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, it was. I was really excited actually to do it. I didn't know I would be as excited as I was, but yeah, I was excited because with this business, I have a brand now, and I was leading with education versus sales, and that just really excited me because I didn't feel salesy, and it was more genuine, which is what I want to share with people and help them. So yeah, no, that turned out really good. And what I did when I was there, I offered a newsletter, and when people came by, I said, this is my newsletter. It's a weekly newsletter, a monthly newsletter, and it educates you. I said there's usually once a month, there is like a theme. I said heart health or women's health. And so people really responded really well. And yeah, they just signed up to the newsletter. So that was kind of my way in.
Yeah. It was great because you walked away and you weren't sure, did I do it right? You actually made a sale or two, if I remember correctly, and you didn't mean to, but you did. So that was awesome. And you had leads. And that, by the way, folks, is really the focus of an event like that, is networking and lead generation. So I really thought that was fantastic. And Grace, let's just move along here. What did you, maybe you could just share with us, what did you learn by putting yourself out there like that? What would you say was your big sort of epiphany or takeaway?
Well, when I did the live, I had watched other people do lives and they just go on and they're being their authentic self. And I thought, I can do this, there's no reason why I can't. So I just went ahead and I think I did pretty good. However, with some tips from you, Coach Jody, afterwards, that I think with more repetition, I will improve. But yeah, I just was authentic and let people know why I was here and what I was about a little bit. So that was good.
Well, I just, I need to congratulate you just putting yourself out there, getting in the fray, and you're just starting. I believe you've done your wellness show. You have gone live, so now you're going to vendor shows as a way of lead generation, and so we're just kind of helping Amy along. Now, of course, summer's kind of kicking in, and you were needing to travel a little bit. So one of the things that I coached Amy on was just to focus on networking. Don't worry too much about sort of pushing the business forward, unless the conversation goes in that direction. So moving to the next question, Grace, let's just move up there. I'm just wondering, after connecting with people at the event, you had to think about follow-up, and that's what we talked about. What did you discover about that process? What worked or surprised you?
I just think by adding people to that contact list, and then I sent them an email afterwards, basically a welcome email, and I used the YFP email system, and it just was effortless and efficient. And I really liked the part where I could put the tag, which you coached me on, that where I met this person or something about the people when I meet them, so that when I follow up,
Right.
I need a referral, right, to refer back to say, oh yeah, that was that person, right? So that was super helpful.
Fantastic. So just so you guys are knowing, she's in YFP 7.0. So if you haven't migrated, please let us know in the chat that you want a migrating appointment, because the contact manager is a lot more robust and you can tag people. So Amy is tagging her contacts based on what vendor show she's meeting them at, so that when she does reach out to them, she knows, hey, we were at the apples vendor show, and the other person, she can say, I was at the banana vendor show. And then that way, they just have that affinity. Because if, after a day or two, they may forget who she is. And then if she comes out of the blue emailing them, she may not get them to open or look. So that's really critical, is that you're able to help with that. So since starting your hub site and wellness brand, because that is really what you have now with your designs, you started to show up more consistently. How has your mindset shifted when it comes to marketing and messaging?
So yeah, I'm learning to engage more in conversations with people instead of just maybe liking it. I'm trying to engage more, respond to them more, and be interested in people's health, listening and hearing what they're saying, not just trying to respond, but really being an in-tune listener. I feel I'm trying to do that more, and to lead with education, to bring them value and be authentic and not salesy. So that's huge. When I put my head around the education thing, then it takes away the fear of trying to sell them.
Yeah. And you're offering them something for free, isn't it? To join my newsletter, to be part of my wellness community.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have that kind of heart palpitating, getting freaked out, because you're going to have to ask them to make that big decision, starting with micro commitments. And Mary is asking, will teaching be offered on how to use 7.0 for tagging? Yes, absolutely. It'll be in YFP 101, Mary, or you can book an appointment with tech support for that. So what would you say to someone, Amy, who's just getting started, who was maybe where you were a little while ago, who might feel nervous about being seen or unsure what to say?
Yeah, I think to realize that people need help with their health challenges, just like myself. So there is a need to be confident in what we have to offer, which is using education. So that's super helpful. showing up with education. And when they start asking that, then that is my time to lean in and share my message. And of course, to be a good listener, and consistency. Consistency through the weekly wellness show, the posts, whatever else a person can do in social media. I'm really focusing on trying to be more consistent. So it's becoming more of a routine versus freaking out and thinking, what am I going to do? I'm trying to really get into that routine.
Yeah, good for you. You know, it's something that we've heard for quite a while, and it's hard to do, but that is sort of divorce yourself from the results and just focus on the activity. That you know, if you keep doing the right activity with, you know, with improving skill, you will get results, and you just have to believe in that, because it just works in your favor. And you have, at the end of the day, a great product you represent that you know if people find it, they're going to love it. So I'll just sort of add this as well, that you used to own, with your husband, a hardware store. So you are used to people actually coming to you who has an issue, a thing they're trying to buy or whatever. So that was kind of a change up, wasn't it? Because you're not used to proactively going to people.
Yes.
And that was something that I've kind of had to coach you on, wasn't it? And that's where that attraction comes in, folks, is learning how to put yourself out there in a way where they will lean in, they will engage in some way, and then getting the skills and the confidence to be able to then reach out and know what to say and to move people forward. So I just want to say this. I have watched Amy go from where she was a bit shaky and not sure whether she wanted to even do this anymore, to, you know what, I'm going to do it. And she's just proceeding. And with just, you know, we only meet like once a month or something like that. And you're just trucking in there. So for me, you know, 3 stars to you. So I mean, really, it means a lot, because there's a lot of people who get in this business and they're just too darn scared to do anything, and they don't. And so then nobody hears the message, and you're making it happen. So good for you, Amy.
Yes, thank you so much for all the coaching as well. I so much appreciate it. And I'm grateful actually to have this stuff to help me. It's actually exciting more now.
Good for you. Well, thank you again for sharing your experience with us. It's so encouraging to see how you've stepped into this chapter with such clarity and courage. And we've got people like Mary Riley and Pat and Jasmine. We also had some other people, Brenda Smith and Cody. So many people sharing, and Jan Cruz, who also had a breast cancer experience. So, you know, by the way, we should be giving her links so you guys can see her assets. If you go to, could you give your domain name?
My domain name is Amy Krysta Wellness.
AmyKrystaWellness.com. Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, she had an original domain that we changed. It was like Healthy Tidbits or something like that. And so that is the other thing, by the way, is that Amy's been very coachable. I suggested, get this changed, let's move that over there, and she's doing it. So from crafting your niche to showing up at your first live event, you know, you're really modeling what it looks like to lead with heart and take action. And your story reminds us that it's never too late to grow, to reimagine your business, and to start building something aligned and sustainable. So we're just so glad to have you in the YFP community, and we can't wait to see what you do next, and we'll be seeing you on coaching soon anyways. Thanks, Amy.